We're here at Jamie White's memorial service 1 week after he was killed last Sunday. Here's Yucca. She got to be really good friends with Jamie through her mutual friends at the office. 7 days later, what are you thinking? Just met his dad, looks just like him.
He does, yeah. It's definitely a lot heavier than I thought it would be, but I knew Jamie before. I actually met him through his amazing articles, and it's just so sad that things had to happen this way. But I know that Jamie's always going to be living through us, and we'll always remember him for his amazing work that he did. He loved his job. He always talked about it. That was literally his life. And he's gone, but he's definitely never going to be forgotten.
The one who is victorious will, like them, be dressed in white. And I will never blot out the name of that person from the book of life, but will acknowledge that name before my Father and his angels. Revelation verse says that he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.
Well, this is a beautiful event, beautiful people. I see some of the InfoWars family here. A lot smaller than it was years ago. A lot of great people have been forced out by the system trying to stop the work that we've all been doing, and that Jamie White just was an exemplar of. And I know that he was proud of the work he did. He did amazing work. He was really, really, really smart. And so many times they talked about on air, we were just simpatico, like word for word. Not that he was even copying or saying what I was saying. He saw it. He understood it because he was researching it. And that's really our goal, is to get people to understand. It's like if they live with the sunglasses on. I'm not going to tell you what to see. You're going to see it. Once you see it, it's like those hidden pictures. They're on the wall. You can't see the hidden image. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So this life is just a flash. Out, brief candle, as Shakespeare said. And what's really important is that Jamie existed, continues to exist on, and his work continues to go on. And we're all going to wake up one day, and it's the last minutes of our life. And that's even if we're blessed, basically know it's coming, or some would say not blessed, and leave this plane in your sleep. But Jamie went out like a Viking warrior with his sword in his hand, both the info war and in reality. So he's a real man, and he's a great example to us all. And people all over America know about the work he did before, and now more so even after. So God works in mysterious ways. And again, it's just amazing talking to his dad. Looks just like him, or Jamie looks just like his dad, the same mannerisms. Like looking at Jamie and his great aunt. Really classy Americana, Midwestern folks, the actual blood of this country. And we're just blessed to have them here. And I would love to stay here and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, heaven-like day here. But Jamie would want me to get back to the office to get ready to expose these people in just about an hour or two. And so I'm going to shake everybody's hand, give you a hug. I'm going to get back in the fight, because if we don't do it, nobody will. And believe me, I want to spend time with friends and family more. I want to be able to smell the roses more, and I do when I can. But right now, we're at the critical crossroads of human destiny in the future, and everything we do right now echoes even more out into the future. And it was Lenin, it was an evil guy, but he was very smart. He said there are decades when nothing happens, and weeks when decades happens. And we're in the turning of the turning of the turning. And we can place blame all day long on why this happened to Jamie. But any way you slice it, it lies right at the feet of what Soros represents. Literally the crime explosion in Austin since the new DA, the worst of all the Soros DAs, recognized. That's Elon Musk fought hard. Corporate media attacked him for spending tens of millions of dollars trying to remove Jose Garza. Act like he was a villain for that, for running somebody against him, called him corrupt. And if you look at the other way with Soros and Ukraine and all that, but this is really the evil, and Soros is just one of their generals. And we have to protect people in the future. And that's what Jamie was doing. Jamie was a warrior in the information war, and many revolutionaries fighting tyranny never get to live to see the victory they push for, but they know it's the right thing to do, so they press on. He got to live until the turning point. He talked about the turning point, and I really said in the last month or so has been the turning point. The tide has been turned. It's going to be a long, hard fight. The enemy's not going to give up, but no matter what they do in the future, they will be defeated. And so Jamie got to see that while he was here on the earth before he rattled off his mortal coil, as we will all do joining him. So I salute Jamie, his family, and I salute all of you. And you're just beautiful people. Your soul's beautiful, and Jamie's soul is so beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Jamie White, for working to get involved with InfoWars and coming into the operation, because you did an amazing job. And you're here with us right now, and we love you. Thank you.
Can I just say thank you all? You were secondary family. And he loved you. He loved all of you. Just thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing that kid into the world.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So sorry for your loss.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate
You're
it.
such a beautiful person. I can see us in a month. Take out to dinner or something. You too. Beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you
I
so much.
also want to say thank you to everybody. I haven't, a special thank you to Yeka. You know, we were pretty close. I wouldn't have been able to get on camera, and she reached out and said she could do it, and so that's why you've been seeing her beautiful face all over TV, and we really appreciate that, because it's been real hard.
She did a great job.
It's been real hard, and so thank you guys, and just keep his name out there and just keep pushing, because we need answers. We don't have them, we'll get them, and just be there for each other. And you know, we're Jamie's family here. You know, we're all he had here in Austin, and
They loved you. They loved you
thank
too.
you, just thank you, everybody. I can't even barely do this, but thank you, if you guys, you know, ever speak to what's his name? Don, who donated all the food and everything. Just thank you guys for showing up and being here for Jamie, because he would be just blown away by the support that everybody's given. So thank you.
He would. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you for Jamie.
Yes, sir. He's on duty.
So, about like spring 2017, I had like 300 resumes, contract writers were hiring. I picked Jamie's resume out.
Speak up a little bit, kid.
Yeah, sorry. I picked out Jamie's resume out of one of 300. And he was working at a pizza shop in Ohio at the time. And to this day, I don't know why I picked him. There was just something that spoke to me through his resume. It was just, he had such a well-written resume, but there's more to it I can't really place. I just had this pull to get in contact with him, call, interview him, bring him down here. Jamie, to me, he had the purest soul of anybody I ever met in my life. Jamie was the one person I could call and talk to about my personal life. Stuff going on in my personal life had nothing to do with work. He was the first person I'd call. And he was someone you kind of like meet. He's the one person you meet in your life. You realize, are we doing the right things? Are we on the right path? Is the mission going the right way? Jamie was the pure soul that you meet once in your life that makes you realize, yes, you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. You're going where God is telling you to go. You just see someone like Jamie who understands the mission more than I did, or anyone else really. Because Jamie, in a way, was the mission. He was the one person who just got it. And that's extremely rare in this world anymore. Because people nowadays, they get so distracted with their personal lives, what's wrong with society, this and that. They might see what's really going on, but then they don't see it. They get distracted by the next thing going on. Jamie was not that person. Jamie would compare well to historical revolutionaries. And not in the battles he fought, but the ideals he embraced. Thank you.
Well, normally Jamie would be working right now. He'd be at the office. You'd hear him clicking away. And there really is only two ways to get out of work when you're in InfoWars. That's either to go to jail or die. So he fortunately went out a different way, but he went out fighting, literally. You know, and that's how you know he was a man of conviction. It's something that you can't really help. It's inside of you. It's like an eternal flame. Even when you know you're facing danger, consequences, you can't turn it off. And Jamie was the same way. That's when, I'm sure when he saw what was happening, he couldn't help it. He had no other choice. He probably went through the whole thing in his head, and he just had, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what thoughts came into his head. There was only one thing he knew. He was a man of conviction, and
Fighting injustice.
exactly. He couldn't turn it off, man.
Fearless.
He couldn't turn it off. And so, yeah. So that was who Jamie was. That's who he was to his friends. That's who he was to his families. That's even who he was to his enemies, literally, that would put him on the list because of the great work that he did. So I know Jamie is going to be forever remembered in the InfoWars offices. Every day I walk by that office and I see one less body. It's a little odd. Maybe we'll get used to it, maybe we won't. But the one thing that's interesting is whenever we talk about violence, inner city violence, which happens a lot, unfortunately, it hits different now. You know, it's personal. You know somebody that was affected by it now, and so it's a little more, it hits home a little bit more, and you think about all the other victims of useless violence. And so you just kind of have a new motive to hopefully do something about it. And hopefully we can, so that there's less events like this, and we can all go out in a more natural way instead of being forced to fight injustice and sticking up to vandals. That hopefully someday soon will also face justice. Not in this planet, they will in the next planet. And I told myself when I was coming up here, I said, you know, in case Jamie does decide to show up, I better show my face. In case he does decide to show up here. But if he's here with us or not, or if he's enjoying life in the cosmos, existing with God, he'll never be forgotten. And it's always just great to remember the great work that people do at InfoWars. And Jamie was certainly one of those people that did great work.
When I was 15 years old, I was in a car accident and in Kentucky. And I should have died. I heard my grandfather, who had just died 2 weeks before, I put my seatbelt on. And then we proceeded to gallivant over these hills and wrecked. And I had an out-of-body experience. And since then, into my 20s, I had several experiences where I went to the other side. And so I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive to the spirit world. Some are chosen. Some still remain here to pass the message on. But I can tell you that Jamie is here right now. I didn't know Jamie as well as a lot of you do. Just some random conversations. Wish I did know him better, but when he passed a week ago, I wanted to get to know who he was. And so Adon started telling me who he was. And like I said, I'm sensitive to these things. And Adon had said that, hey, by the way, this was about, what, midnight he said this? Just something from his heart said, hey, by the way, he used to listen to this album by Genesis when Phil Collins left for a moment. And so they hired this singer for this one album. And it's called Calling All Stations. And I want you to each go and privately listen to that first song. It's Jamie telling you. I'm supposed to tell you this. He's telling you he's here. And he's reaching out to you.